outside the lessons, the good stuff about school, the stuff where you're not actually stuck in a classroom, like break times. What were your go-to activity when it comes to break times?
It depends really what school we're talking about. If we're talking about junior school, if we're allowed to use equipment, it would be some kind of sport. Like netball, actually. I quite enjoyed netball. And maybe not many people know what netball is. It's like a sport that's primarily in England. There's not so many countries that do it, actually.
It's like basketball for people that don't like moving.
Basketball without moving, basically. Yeah. Or like some kind of chasing games on the lines. They have the crazy like random lines on the floor.
Yeah. Painted in that lead paint.
Yeah. Like an early version of Don't Touch the Floor, or whatever you call it. The floor's on fire or whatever. So, yeah, sports and stuff like that. How about you?
Same, always like footy at break times. On the odd occasion it were raining and you had to go inside because dinner ladies are frightened to death of rain, apparently. So all kids had to go inside, and we'd got like old chessboards that got about 8 pieces. I'm like trying to have a game of chess on. I went to a poor school, mate. What can I tell you? But yeah, sports or, some kind of hide and seek or tag or, something like that health and safety probably don't allow anymore.
Was 2020 starting to come up when you were younger?
Oh, I don't know, because I find cricket absolutely fucking boring, so I've got no idea, mate.
2020 is good. It's very fast, so...
It needs to be, because a game of cricket that can take 5 days and still end in a draw is not for me.
Long day, or very long, yeah. Usually games are very long, yeah.
And then another thing that people always ask about, and it tells a lot about your school, is what were your school dinner like? What were your school...
Again, we're talking about junior school still. So for me, I can quite distinctly remember what it was all about for my dinner school. Like I would, obviously... we live in Japan now. The lunch is like such a delicate art here. But when I was in England, it was like, a couple of sandwiches, probably just in cling film, and then like disformed in my bag if I didn't have my lunchbox or something, banana that's like smashed in your bag or something. Yeah. When I did have a lunchbox, it was basically the same thing. I don't know, some kind of sandwich. But if I had a cooked lunch, it would be, I'm all about smiley faces, or
yes,
or I don't even know what you call them, but they look like a grate that comes down. Yeah, kind of waffle, but it has holes in it. Kind of looks like the grate on the castle door.
The height of health, like 80s were a different time, mate. Like Jamie Oliver hadn't got involved at this point yet, and it was wild. I remember like a normal lunch would be something like potato smileys, Tom-Toms, which were like little balls of sausage that got ketchup in them. And, they could try and be like, do you fancy having something that's not just pure carbs? And you'd be like, no, fam.
Yeah, they let you choose. That's the stupid thing,
Yeah, it was like, so kid, would you like some vegetables or would you like potato smileys? I'm having them potato smileys, mate, every single day.
Baked beans? Maybe baked beans might be a type of vegetable.
Yeah, counts, I think, 1 of 5 a day.
Yeah, it does now.
And then you get some like mad jam roly-poly pudding or something for dessert.
Just like a cake, basically.
But what about getting to school? How did you get to school?
Again, depends on the school. So junior school, I lived literally down the road from. And then I have 2 experiences from secondary school.
Oh, because you shifted, right?
Yeah. So my getting to school for secondary school is similar to Japan, and I feel like in Japan it's mental when I see the kids like a young age walking to school. But yeah, I did that.
Like a little gaggle of ducks just like going to school with all the little hats on and that.
Yeah, I wasn't in exactly a wealthy area either, but when I went to secondary school, I had to get 2 buses to get there. It was quite a journey.
Were they like regular bus or like special school buses?
Regular bus. Yeah. I can remember the numbers as well. I remember it very well. One of my secondary schools. The second one, because I moved, they have because it's in the middle of nowhere, they have special coaches. So maybe you had this experience.
Yeah, that's what my school were like. Yeah, school buses, and they were like old, broken down double deckers.
Double decker? No, we didn't have double decker.
Yeah, they're double deckers. So a lot of people and like bus drivers are always like smoking a fag out the window and that. But I'm painting a terrible image of my upbringing here.
Yeah.
Like it weren't as bad as it sounds, but yeah, like old, broken down, haggard buses that used to rock. I lived close enough. I lived about 2 kilometres away from school, so I just used to walk.
So what do you do if you missed the bus?
Yeah, if you walk to Endett Street, you could get like the regular bus. But you had to pay for that, and if you got school bus, it were free or whatever.
Did they have any monitoring on your bus?
You got like a little pass. You had to have like a little pass.
Yeah, but our school had like, it was weird. They had, in my area, my very small town, had a bunch of kids. So they, for some reason, needed like 2 or 3 coaches for this small town, and they all had different numbers. And if you didn't get on the right bus with the right number, you got told off. It was like, what? This so convoluted. It's unbelievable. We're all getting to the same place.
What difference does it make if you get on first bus that goes there or second bus? Don't make no odds. But apparently, that's a big deal to bus drivers in school. Mate, this is something that's a bit weird now I think about it. Our secondary school, ice cream van used to come at lunchtime.
Oh, that happened a couple of times in the summer.
But every day, he used to rock up.
In the winter?
Any day. And he'd rock up. And your choices, you could go to lunch hall, or loads of people just used to go to ice cream van for the lunch.
Inside the school, right?
Inside the school grounds, yeah.
Yeah, because ours was inside the school as well. It's so weird.
Bringing an ice cream, just bring a load of sugar to kids. What could go wrong in afternoon? Next minute, everyone's climbing walls because they've had like a wham bar for lunch. And then it's just a disaster, isn't it? Cheers for watching, and if you enjoyed this clip, you're going to love the full-length podcast. You can check it out by clicking the image on the screen.